Namaste everyone. Hope you're all doing well, getting ready for the practice. We will give one more minute for others to join. Let me know if you can hear me okay or if you have any problem with what video or audio. Just keep a message so we can fix it. Thank you all for joining. So just close your eyes, sit comfortably, slowly inhaling, slowly exhaling. Slowly observing your energy, observing your breath, observing your thoughts, slowly and deeply inhaling and exhaling. Sorry, the light went off. Let me fix it. 1 second. Hope you're still with me. And let's sit comfortably. The light is too bright, but if I turn the light off, you cannot see me. Anyway, sit comfortably, palms in Anjali Mudra. Slow, deep inhale. And then exhale. Close your eyes. With the deep inhalations and the deep exhalations. Calming your mind, relaxing your breath. Next time when you deep inhale, on your exhale, chant the mantra Om. While you're exhaling through the mouth, begin to exhale and begin to chant the mantra Om. One last time. Take a deep inhale. Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Swadma Sukhabode Nishreshe Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantaye Abahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakra Siddharinam Sahasra Sirsham Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Slowly open your eyes, reaching up as we inhale, looking up towards the ceiling, dropping your head back, opening up your throat, exhaling, slowly drop your arms down, relax your shoulders, chin towards your chest. Inhaling, going up, exhaling, slowly coming down, inhaling, Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One last time, inhale. This time on your exhale, place your left hand on your right knee. Keep elongating your spine, reaching up to the sky. Support your spine straight with your right hand, fingertips behind your back, keeping your spine straight as you inhale. Reach towards the ceiling. On your exhale, deepen the twist. Turn your head back. And there's no weight on your hand behind your back. You're just supporting your spine straight with your fingertips on the mat. Relax your shoulder muscles as you're deepening the twist. Also, observe the twist comes from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. It's just not a shoulder twisting, it's just complete deep twist from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head. Look towards your right corners of the eye. Turn your head, feel the stretch on your left side of the neck muscles. And slowly release, slowly come back to the center. Reach up to the inhale, look towards the ceiling. Keep inhaling, and then slowly place your right hand on your left knee with support of your left hand behind your back while you keep elongating your spine. On your exhale, deepen the twist. Turn your head back. Relax your shoulder muscles. Again, the twist should come from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head. Relax any tightness in your lower back muscles. Relax your shoulder muscles. Look through the left corners of the eye and feel the stretch on your right side of your neck muscles. Slowly bringing your awareness deep within, connecting with your breath, connecting with your senses, connecting with your mind, your consciousness. Slowly come back to the center one more time. Reach up to the sky, deep inhale. On your exhale, reach forward, fold forward. Keep straightening your spine as you lean forward. And place your hands forward if you can, and then walk your hands forward. If you like to switch your stance from the Sukhasana to Vajrasana, feel free to do that. It's easier. So if you come into Japanese style from Indian style, sitting stance, this time you can separate your knees as much as you need to. As you lean forward, as you fold forward, as you walk your hands forward. Keep elongating your spine. Bring your forehead towards the mat. Keep opening up all the energy channels from the root chakra to the crown chakra, crown of the head. Continue to inhale, continue to exhale. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations as you awaken that Kundalini Shakti, spiritual dormant energy of the root chakra. Continue to inhaling, continue to exhale. Slowly bring your awareness to the second energy chakra along the spine, close to genital organs, Swadhisthana chakra, which represents the water, which our body consists of 70% of water. As you connect, aware of the water within, which purifies the body. Connecting with the fire, coming close to your core, Nabi, third energy center, inhaling, exhaling, which ignites. This is the inner fire, the inner light, the chakra. And this is the chakra we focus on in the asanas practice. As you bring your awareness to the higher energy chakras, keep engaging all the lower chakras as well. From the root chakra, which represents the earth, the sacral chakra, which represents the water, and the core chakra, which represents the fire, as you slowly move up, awakening that Kundalini Shakti towards your heart center. Inhaling, exhaling, connecting with the wind, the fourth element. Visualize there is a green shining diamond inside your heart lotus.
On your inhale, open and expand your heart, expand your lungs. On your exhale, slowly visualizing there is a green shining diamond connecting with the love and compassion inside your heart. Slowly bring your awareness to the throat, the Shuddhi chakra, the fifth energy center, which represents the space. It's the earth, the water, the fire, wind, and the space. These are the five basic elements of the universe. And every object that you see in the universe is made, consists of these five basic elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and the space. Every object is encompassed in the space, inner space and the outer space. As you inhaling through the throat, exhaling through the throat, we should be chakra. And this is a Ujjayi breathing pranayama. And the deep core breathing into the belly is another breathing technique. And this is the another breathing technique. You can make an audible sound on your inhales, on your exhales. Now finally bring your awareness to the sixth energy chakra on the forehead, Ajna chakra, connecting with that deep inner consciousness, removing the ignorance, illusions, delusions. And you look within, deep within, at this Ajna chakra. On your inhale and on your exhale, you can chant the mantra Om. Visualize the inner light at this chakra. Finally, bring your awareness to the highest energy center on our body, at the crown of the head, Sahasrara chakra. And here you feel union of body, mind, and spirit. And this is the chakra where you feel our inner consciousness merging into the outer consciousness. You feel oneness with the whole universe. And slowly walk your hands back as you sit straight.
Okay, so that's just a basic way of opening up our energy channels, energy chakras. We will do a few warm-ups and do some asanas practice as we are winding down for the day. Hope you had a wonderful day today, safe and a good productive day. So this is the best way to wind down before we go to bed. Maybe eat after this practice, eat dinner and go to bed. So this is a great way to unwind ourselves. So with that, let's set an intention for the practice, and then we will actually do some warm-ups and some asana practice. I don't know if you attended my last class that I taught on one of the Saturdays. I usually teach Saturday classes at the temple, at the HTGC yoga. Today I'm substituting for Rama, she's not feeling well, so that's why I'm here. I'm teaching an evening class, but I'm happy to be here. Hope you are all excited to practice with me today. So if you attended my last class on Saturday, we talked about the first few sutras in the second chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutras, where he taught about what is Kriya Yoga. At the very first sutra in the second chapter, the Kriya Yoga, he defines Kriya Yoga as the tapas, swadhyaya, Ishvara pranidhana. Those are the three qualities of a Kriya Yoga. Tapas is intense practice. Swadhyaya is a self-study. Self-study, not just studying the scriptures, self-studying of our consciousness, our experiences is a self-study, Swadhyaya. And then finally, Ishvara pranidhana is devotion in the practice. So when you combine all of those three aspects into your practice, it becomes the Kriya Yoga. That is the very first sutra in the second chapter. Is very concise, very precise, very accurate definitions, how we can apply them in our practice. And then I talked about a little bit about, I led through how Patanjali taught different aspects of the Hatha Yoga practice, Kriya Yoga practice. And then finally, when it comes to Sutra 30, it talks about 8 limbs path of yoga. 8 limbs is, you all know the 8 limbs. You've been practicing with all of us for many years, right? So the 8 limbs path of yoga is asana, not even asana, yama, niyama, asana, and then dhyana, dharana, dhyana, pranayama, pratyahara, samadhi. Those are 8 limbs of path of yoga. And then he teaches what yama means, what niyama means. So the very first sutra, like I said, tapas, swadhyaya, ishvara, pranidhana, are part of the niyamas. There are 5 niyamas. In addition to those 3, he adds 2 more, and then he defines those are the second limb of yoga, his niyamas. He adds santosh, contentment, and he adds saucha, purity, in addition to those 3, which is part of Kriya Yoga. So all those 5 aspects of practice becomes the niyamas. Only after you practice yamas and niyamas, then you come to the asanas, and so on and so forth. So today I'm going to cover another sutra in between the very first sutra in the second chapter and the 30th sutra, or 32nd sutra, 32nd sutra, where he defines the niyamas. There are several other things that he talks in between. So today I'm going to focus on one single sutra, 18th sutra. Between the first one and the 32nd one is the 18th one. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, one of the most powerful teachings of Hatha Yoga that he teaches in the 18th sutra. First, I'm going to read it in Sanskrit and then I will explain it. So in the Sanskrit word, the sutras are very concise, very precise. So I'm looking at the 18th sutra in the second chapter. Prakasha, Kriya, Sthiti Shilam. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Bhutendriya Atmavam. Bhoga Parvartha Artha Drishyam. So it is very simple, just a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words in the sutra, but it is very, very powerful. It starts out with prakasham. It's like sattva, illumination, light, sattvic guna that we have. The very first one is the prakash. And the second one is kriya, is activity, which is rajasic in nature that we do. We all, everything leads from action, the rajasic nature. And the third one is sthiti shilam, is that inertia, that stability. Sometimes you can call it stability, sometimes you call it inertia, that is tamasic nature. So these are the 3 foundational aspects of any characteristics, gunas that we have, which is the sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So the whole universe is made of these 3 aspects of gunas, whole universe. And then he mentions even not only the universe, even the experiencer who experiences the objects in the universe also is made up of these 3 same gunas. So you can think of the universe as the prakriti, the nature, and then the experiencer as Purusha, is the Atma, the Purusha. So the Atma and the universe, both of them are made with the same gunas, the 3 gunas, sattvic, tamasic, rajasic nature. So the universe exists for the experience to experience it. That is the most powerful concept in the sutra. Only by experiencing the universe, the experiencer becomes liberated. So the ultimate liberation comes when you experience the universe. So we don't have to be afraid of these experiences that we go through in our lives. And that's what the essence of that sutra means. How we can experience, knowing these 3 gunas make up of every experience that we have, knowing that every object in the universe is made up of these 3 same gunas, is a sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic nature. So we can understand how the Purusha, the consciousness, experiences the prakriti. Only by understanding this, the Purusha, the experiencer who is experiencing, will get liberated without being afraid of these experiences. And how we can opens up, how we can it's also he's also Patanjali is also indicating in this sutra is you don't have to be stuck with one experience. You- the life itself is a series of experiences. So we have to move on, pass on from one experience to the other experience. So it's not that the pleasure is painful. It's not that pain is pleasure or pleasure is pain, but it is you open to both kinds of experiences. Some are pleasurable experiences, some are painful experiences. But you just move on from one experience to the other with that knowing, with that knowledge, that illumination of your mind, sattvic mind, and then with the with the engagement of all the senses and the action that we have with the rajasic nature, and then also overcoming the tamasic nature that we all have. So that is how we experience. You do not get stuck on one experience, you just move on from one experience to the other. And then with that knowledge of your mind, you can become liberation. You can finally feel liberated. You feel independent and free, and you're not attached to these experiences too. You just move on from one experience to the other. So hopefully that clears up the essence of that sutra, number 18, in second chapter. So with that in our intention, see how we can apply that in our practice and move on with the rest of the class. Okay. So slowly, you can, now that you're sitting in this Vajrasana, now that you need to engage, let the blood circulate into the lower part of the body. Just sit comfortably. Keep the left knee bent. You can extend the right leg. Bring your both arms up. Reach up to the sky. On your exhale, reach forward, fold forward. Feel free to bend your knee if you need to, but keep the spine straight as you bring the forehead to the knee. Keep that elongation in your spine. Allow the blood circulation into the lower part of the body. Slow, deep inhale, slow, deep exhale, as if you're going to reach the big toe with your mouth, as if you're going to bite the big toe with your mouth. Reach forward, fold forward, bring towards your chin, towards your chest, forehead towards the knee. One more time, inhale, reach towards the big toe. Exhale, slowly chin towards your chest, forehead towards the knee. And once you're here, stay here for a few more cycles of breath in the deep Janu Sirsasana, the head to knee pose. Complete inhalations, complete exhalations as you experience in this position. See what you're experiencing, observe the experiences. So the mind acts like not only the experiencer, it is also experiencing. So you have to pay attention to what you're experiencing. You are the observer and you are also the observed. So that is the beauty of this whole practice. Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. Are you experiencing the rajasic? Is your mind turbulent? Is your mind calm? Is it sattvic? Is it illuminated? Pay attention to the thoughts. Are these thoughts distracting you? Are you staying present? Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. Are you overcoming the fear? Are you overcoming the tamasic nature, the inertia that we all go through? So those are the things you pay attention to in your practice. Continue to inhale, continue to exhale. Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. Now that you're comfortable here, you can hold on to the big toe with two index fingers of your right hand. Bring the right elbow inside your right knee. Extend your left arm. Open up your heart center. Keep the elongation in your left side of your spine. Extend your left arm towards the big toe. Turn your head to one side. Focus on the left side of the brain. Open up your heart center. Open up your complete left side of the body. Focus on the left side of the brain. Keep inhalation. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Just slowly pay attention to the experience. What experience you're going through at this moment. Is it painful? Is it pleasurable? Are you open to the experience? Are you resisting the experience? Slow, deep inhalation. Slow, deep exhalation. Inhaling, exhaling. Forehead back to the right knee. And slowly come out. So we're going to stretch to the opposite side as well. As we slowly warming up, fold your right knee, extend the left leg. Just allow the blood circulation freely, smoothly into the left side of the body here. As we reach up to the sky, both hands up, reach up. Exhale, slowly reach forward towards your left leg, big toe. Maybe this side is harder than the other side. For me, this side is a little bit harder due to preconditioning of our bodies. Slowly reach forward. On your inhale, reach forward as if you're going to bite the big toe. On your exhale, slowly chin towards your chest, forehead towards the knee. One more time. Inhale, reach towards the big toe. Exhale, fold forward, chin towards your chest, forehead towards the knee. Feel free to bend your knee if you need to. Hold on to the big toe. With your 2 index fingers, bring the left elbow inside your left hand and open up your heart. Completely elongate your right side of the body. Turn your head to the right side. Focus on the right side of the brain. Open your heart center. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just be open to the experience at this moment. Fully inhaling, fully exhaling. So let's just let go of the resistance, the urge to resist. The resistance comes from the fear. So just let go, overcome that fear, overcome that anxiety, stress. Full deep inhales, deep exhales. Forehead back to the left knee and release. We're going to do a few more of these warm-ups. So you can come into like a child's pose. Forehead to the ground, sit between your heels, extend your forearms, both forearms. And then from this child's pose, keep the palms where they are at the top edge of the mat. Slowly come forward into cobra. And then slowly come up into up dog. Inhaling. Exhaling, slowly sit back into the child's pose. So do continuously into vinyasa like this a couple times until you fully warmed up. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Deep inhalations. Exhale into the child's pose. Inhale. Knees off the ground when you're in the up dog. Relax your shoulder muscles. Slowly sit back. Back to the up dog and the child's pose. So that's a simple warm-up. Now we're going to come into plank as we engage our core muscle. Keep the legs and the spine in a straight line, palms right below the shoulders. Keep the neck and the spine and the legs in the same straight line. Take a deep inhale. Let's do the Ashtanga Namaskars. Knees off on the mat. Soften the elbows, chin on the mat. Elbows right next to the body. Chest is on the ground. Only 8 points of contact with the ground. So from the Ashtanga Namaskar, you can come into Cobra, or you come back, sit into Child's Pose, and then come back to Plank. So we're going to add Ashtanga Namaskar one more time. On your exhale, on your inhale into Cobra, back to the Child's Pose. Inhale, back to the Plank. This time we're going to do Chaturangas, not the Ashtangas, Chaturangas. Engage your spine and the neck and the legs in a straight line. So soften the elbows on your exhale into forelimbs pose. Elbows right next to the body, body hovering over the ground. Inhale, come up into up dog. Exhale, back to the, you can come into down dog rather than a child's pose. Let's do a down dog in this time. Slowly lift your tailbone high, press your heels down, spine in a straight line, legs in a straight line. Inhale, back to the plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog.
exhale, down dog. So this is the vinyasa we are going to do a few more times as we slowly warm up, not with the breath, with the movement. Slow, deep inhalation. Inhaling into plank. So I'm going to count here. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale. 1, 2, exhale. 3, inhale. 4, exhale. Back to plank again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now we're in the plank. In the down dog, slow, deep inhale, slow, deep exhale. Notice, observe your breath, observe your heartbeat. Very nice. Hopefully you're warming up. Slowly lift the right leg up into the 3-leg down dog. You don't have to lift too high, but just keep the spine and the right leg in a straight line. So as you in this 3-leg down dog, you maintain one leg is up, is not going to touch the ground. Come into plank. Exhale. Inhale. Up dog. So one leg is not even touching the ground. Back to down dog. 3-leg down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, you're doing a 3-leg down dog. You're staying in this 3-leg plank, and then 3-leg chaturanga, and then 3-leg up dog. So everything is in this 3-leg. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Back to the 3-leg down dog. 1, 2, 3. Back to the 3-leg down dog. Slowly lower the right leg down. Back to the normal down dog. Full cycles of breath. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Relax your heartbeat. So we're going to do the left side. Slowly lift the left leg up to the side, 3-leg down dog. Keep the spine and the left leg in a straight line. Deep inhale into the plank. Exhale into chaturanga, 3-leg chaturanga. Inhale into 3-leg up dog. Exhale, 3-leg down dog. Inhale into 3-leg plank. Exhale into 3-leg chaturanga. Inhale into up dog, 3-leg up dog. Exhale into 3-leg down dog. One last time. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into 3-leg up dog. Exhale into 3-leg down dog. Slowly come back to down dog. And here is a quiz for you. What does the chaturanga means, right? Chaturanga. Chatur means in Sanskrit, it means 4. When you do chaturanga, it's a 4 limbs pose. It means you're really keeping all 3, both palms on the mat, both feet on the mat. That is the normal chaturanga. But we are doing it 1 leg up. So what is it called in Sanskrit? Maybe you can come up with a number. So in Sanskrit, ekam means 1, dvi means 2, 3, trayo means 3, and chatur means 4. So you can call, rather than chaturanga, you can call, I don't know, you can make it up, right? Trayo, whatever. Trayo anga, rather than chaturanga. Okay, this is for a fun quiz. Okay, so now slowly widen your feet. Slowly keep your hands between your feet. Allow the gravity to fold into, head towards the middle of the ground, middle of the feet. Inhale. Slowly come up. Keep the knees straight, legs straight. Exhale, head between feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So now we're going to switch towards the left. Fold your left knee, keep the right leg extended into Skandasana. You can bring your palms to the heart center. You're going to extend your arms like a crouching tiger and the hidden dragon. Arms to that, your choice. You can come back to the center. You can keep your hands on the mat if you need to. Otherwise, you can keep the palms in Anjali Mudra. Now, Skandasana, the opposite side.
I don't know if you can see the right leg. I'm balancing on my toes. Heel is not touching the mat. On the right leg, heel is not touching the mat. Only the toes are touching the mat. Right? Slowly palms into Anjali Mudra. You can come up, inhale, exhale. So notice when I'm switching to this side, my heel is not touching the mat, only the toes. Again, if you need support, you can keep the hands on the mat. If you don't need support, you can just come up, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Notice I'm taking, sometimes I'm keeping one hand on the mat, but if you need to, you can keep both hands on the mat as you come up. Inhale, exhale. If you do it daily, you don't need to even support with one hand. Just come up without any support. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So hopefully that slowly warming up back to the head between your feet. Allow the gravity to deepen the forward bend. If your head is not touching the mat, feel free to use a block. You can keep the head on the block as you keep the spine straight. Do not round your spine. Continue to inhale, coming up, exhale, falling forward. So while you're here, you can actually do one more. You can keep the interlace your hands, interlace your fingertips, press your palms into each other behind your back. Not in the front, but in the back. But the other thing you need to remember is when you interlock your hands or fingers, extend your elbows. If you're not trying to extend the elbows, you're not getting full benefit. Even if you cannot keep the palms towards each other, at least keep the interlock your hands, interlock your fingers, interlace your fingers, and then keep the elbows straight. So the key thing is elbows straight, not elbows bent. Not the elbows bent, elbows straight. So work on that before you do anything. Just work on interlock your fingers. Notice your shoulder blades are together. Now see if you can extend the elbows. See if you can extend as we elongate. Extend your spine. If necessary, deepen the back bend as you bring your shoulder blades. If necessary, maybe the palms are not touching with each other. That's okay. Keep the arms extended, elbows extended. That's the first thing you need to do. Take a deep inhale. Now on your exhale, fold forward. As you're folding forward, notice your arms are still extended and your arms are shooting up towards the ceiling. As you keep both elbows, both shoulder blades together, extending or keep extending your elbows. Inhaling, exhaling, head towards the block. Keep the knees straight. Inhale one more time, come up. Exhale, head between your feet on the block. Stay here for a couple of seconds, breath, and slowly come up. Slowly come back up. Your elbows are still straight throughout. Now when you're ready, you can, and then shake your arms. So that's itself, bringing the shoulder blades together, extending the elbows is in itself is a great practice. Brings you practice, awareness to that action, to that rajasic nature. And the mind, the consciousness, when you are when you are present when your consciousness is completely present at the moment, then it becomes sattvic, the illuminated, the sattvic effect. So you're working on the rajasic, the action, you're working on the sattvic, and you're trying to overcome tamasic nature. So until you absorb the practice, until you experience the practice, and knowing that the Purusha and the Prakriti are one and the same, ultimately they come together. So knowing that, only then you will feel the liberation and the joy in the practice. Okay, so one more time, we can do another warm-up. This is a simple one, which is like mountain climbing. It's a quick core warm-up. Come into down dog. This time we're going to the lunge, right? Just step forward with the right foot between your hands as you come into lunge. And now step back with the right foot, step forward with the left foot inside your left hand. So this is the lunge from the left side, right? So you just make sure your knee is inside your hand. So we're going to switch from the left side of the lunge to the right side of the lunge in one movement, like a jumping, right? Back foot comes forward,
front foot goes back like a mountain climbing. Okay? So on my count, take a deep inhale. Observe the experience. Observe and enjoy with the experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit harder. The knee goes outside. Try to bring the knee inside your hand. So it's a mountain climbing. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. So take a child's pose. Or even before you take the child's pose, you can place your right hand on the hand, on your heart center, close to the left side. Left hand on your tummy. Just close your eyes. Observe the breath. Notice you deeping, you're breathing very deeply and very fast, maybe very rapidly too. So notice on your inhales, the belly comes out. Notice on your exhale, the belly goes in. So slowly observing your rhythmic breath, slowly calm your body, relax your breath. Slow down your heartbeat. So those mountain climbs really increases the rhythm of the breath, really rapidly increases the heart rate. As simple mountain climbs. If you do it practice regularly, then you may not feel that rapid increase in your heartbeat. But if you feel slow down, whenever you need to take a break, you can come into child's pose and then slowly and deeply and enjoy the practice. So let's do one more warm-up. Okay, so this time we'll do just a simple push-ups. It's a core exercise, it's a very deep core exercise. Or maybe we did already push-ups, right? Three-legged, we did chaturangas, that's fine. So let's do this core warm-up. Like you will be bicycling, lie down on your back. Keep the right leg extended on the mat, fold your left knee. Fold your left knee and bring the left knee towards your left shoulder. Engage your core muscle. Ardha Bhavanmutasana, chin to the chest, forehead to the knee, on your exhale. After the complete exhale, you can do the chin lock, forehead touching the knee, hugging your left knee towards your left shoulder as tightly as possible, engaging the right leg on the mat, engaging your core muscle. If you want to inhale, relax the chin lock and take a deep inhale. Now switch, keep the left leg on the mat, fold your right knee, pull the right knee towards your shoulder, right shoulder, engage your core muscles, take a deep inhale, engage the left leg on the mat too. Give yourself a really tight hug on the left side, pull the left knee towards your left shoulder, deep inhale, on your exhale, chin towards your chest, forehead towards the knee. After the complete exhale, you can do chin lock. Slowly relax, bring the head down. Okay, so now we're going to hug both knees to the chest, fold both knees, hug your knees, give yourself really tight hug, but make sure you do not lift the tailbone up. Make sure you keep the tailbone down as you hug both knees. Wrap your arms both. One arm around the knees, other arm goes around the knees, and trying to keep the tailbone down. It is in itself is a challenging practice. Take a deep inhale. Chin towards your chest on your exhale, forehead towards your knees. After the complete exhale, you can do a chin lock. In the Pavanmutasana, release. Take a deep inhale. Now you can rest. You can just simply come into the happy baby pose. Fold your left knee, extend the right leg. Fold your right knee, extend the left leg. You can just completely relax in the beautiful, joyful, happy baby pose. Okay, we can do a couple more So when I said the core warm-up, come into the yogic bicycling. So keep the legs parallel to the ground, shins parallel to the ground. Entire spine touching the mat, knees right above your hips. Your hands are interlocked behind your head. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Let's say left knee comes to the chest, right leg extended, right elbow comes to the left knee. Like you're curling or twisting, chin towards your chest. Back to the neutral position. Take a deep inhale. Switch to the opposite side. Right leg comes to the chest. Extend the left leg. Left elbow comes to the right knee. Chin towards your chest. Engage your core. And that's one set. So we're going to count. On my counts, do the exhale. Between my counts, make sure you inhale, bringing the head down, coming into the neutral position, taking a deep inhale between my counts. On my counts, you continue to do yogic bicycling. Take a deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just relax. Entire spine touching the mat. Extend your arms, arch your spine. Just opening up as if you're waking up from a deep sleep. Slowly, on your exhale, slowly sit up. If you need to, bend your knees, feel free to bend your knees. You can also use the momentum, but use equal strength as you sit up. Like this. And when you want to come into boat pose, Navasana, you can fold your left knee, fold your right knee. You can support your inner thighs from underneath. You can also extend one leg, extend both legs, coming into Navasana, boat pose. And engage your core muscles. And do a deep breathing, belly breathing like Kapalabhati or Bhastrika. Just deep into the belly, deep from the belly, inhaling and exhaling. Release. So that's just the kriya. That's that pranayama cleanses your breath, cleanses your lungs, cleanses your energy channels inside your body. It's a very, very powerful practice, that cleansing breath while you're doing the Navasana. So those are a few warm-ups we did today, and then we can stand up and do some maybe moon salutations rather than some salutations, some variations maybe, and then we will continue with the rest of the asanas practice. Hope you're all doing well. Just keep that attitude of gratitude in your practice. Keep opening up to the new experiences in the practice. The experience may come from outside. A lot of times the experience is within. Until the consciousness is completely absorbed in that experience, in that nature of our experience, you would not feel the liberation. So just keep that open mind in your practice as we continue for the rest of the class. Okay, let's stand up. You can come to front of the mat, palms into Anjali Mudra. Well, as I said, we will do some moon salutations, not an intense sun salutation, but they're as good as moon sun salutations. Ekam, reach up to the sky, deepening the back bend, head squeeze between your biceps, and slowly exhaling, folding forward, Dvi, into Uttanasana. Feel free to bend your knees, chest on your thighs, fingertips right next to the feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Trini. Chatwari, fold forward, palms on the mat, jump back or walk back into plank. And push into Chaturanga or Ashtanga. That's the Chat. Exhaling. All in one count. 4. Pancha, inhale into up dog. Relax the shoulder muscles. Exhale into down dog. Sure. Stay here for a couple of cycles of breath. In the down dog, that's a deep relaxation pose. You can even close your eyes. Observe the experience. Deep inhalations and the deep exhalations. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right hand. Sapta. You can feel free to keep the left knee on the mat. Coming into Anjaneya Asana. All in one count. Sapta. Means 7. So this is the moon salutation. Sometimes this is called moon salutation. Inside this salutation, you can even open up your heart, open up your throat. You can also interlock your hands, extending your elbows, interlacing your fingers, extend your elbows, extend the elbows as you bring your shoulder blades together. And the deep, surrendering, yielding Anjaneya Asana. Opening up your throat, opening up your heart, deepening the back bend, extending your elbows behind your back. So slowly fingertips back on the mat. Prepare to come back, to step forward with left foot, back to Ardha Uttanasana. Asta. And then slowly Uttanasana, extending completely, chest on your thighs, feel free to bend your knees. And then slowly Nava, back to the, all the way back to Urdhva Hastasana. Reaching up, arching back, head squeezed between your biceps. And Samasthiti, palms back to the heart center. Come into Samasthiti, equanimous state of mind. Close your eyes. Coming into the mountain pose. Each time you come to this Samasthiti, you can observe the experience, the quality of the experience. As an observer, you can experience that quality inside your experience. That's the beauty of it. You are the observer, you are the observed. You are the object and you are the subject. That's the beauty. That's what the yoga, practice of yoga becomes much more meaningful, much more spiritual. You are the Prakriti, nature, and you are the Purusha, you are the consciousness. And you become ultimately the one, then only you feel liberated. Okay, second time. Palms to the heart center. Ekam, reach up to the sky. Head squeeze between your biceps, deepen the back bend. Open up your heart, open up your throat. Dvi, exhale. Uttanasana, feel free to bend your knees, chest on your thighs. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Trini. Chatwari, palms on the mat, fingertips on the mat, jump back and walk back into plank. Exhale into Chaturanga, all in one count. Pancha, inhale into up dog. Relax your shoulder muscles, knees are off the ground. Push the mat. Shut, exhale into down dog. Stay here for a couple cycles of breath. Lift your tailbone high, press your heels on the mat. Spine in one straight line, legs in one straight line. Feel free to close your eyes. Remember the sutra. The very last word in that aphorism, in that 18th sutra, in the second chapter, is very powerful. It's called Drishyam. Drishyam means vision. Drishyam means experiencing that vision, experience that universe, that same 3 gunas that we have. Fully inhaling, fully exhaling. Now prepare to lift the left leg up to the sky. Step inside your left hand. And back to this lunge. Now keep the right knee on the mat. Coming into the Anjaneya Asana on the left side. Opening up your heart, opening up your throat. You can keep your palms in Anjali Mudra, into Anjaneya Asana, into moon salutation. Deepening up, offering love, compassion, and devotion in your practice. You can even open up your heart
Like open up your arms. You can also extend your elbows as you interlock your hands behind your back as you bring your shoulder blades together. It's a beautiful surrendering, yielding pose. And whenever you're ready, fingertips on the mat, back to the lunge, and prepare to come forward with the right foot. Into Ardha Uttanasana, Hasta, and Nava Uttanasana, all the way up, Dasha, into Urdhva Hastasana, deepening the back bend, and palms to the heart. That's the second hormone salutation. Okay, we'll do a couple more, and then we continue with the rest of the practice. This time we will do a variation, starting from the Utkatasana, the chair pose. Bend your knees, shift the weight to the heels, Ekam. Lift your toes. Your knees are right above the toes. You're sitting in an imaginary chair. Exhale into Uttanasana, training Ardha Uttanasana. Chatwari, walk back or jump back into plank. Exhale into Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Shat. So here we're going to prepare to do warrior one on the right. Right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right hand. Now, you stay here in the high lunge. I know the normal warrior one, you can keep the heel on the mat, toes on the pigeon toes. This is the warrior one. This is the warrior one. But we're going to, instead of doing warrior one, we will do high lunge. Keep the heel on the mat, toes on the ground, come into high lunge. Front knee bent, back leg straight. You can also open up your arms like you did in the Anjaneyasana. You can also interlock your hands, press your or interlock your fingertips, extend your elbows as you bring your shoulder blades together behind your back. Take a deep inhale in the high lunge, and then when you're ready, fall forward. See if you can touch your forehead to the big toe. As you shoot your arm towards the ceiling, as you open up your right hip, right shoulder inside your right knee, falling forward. This is like humble warrior in the high lunge. Back to the high lunge. And prepare to do vinyasa. Step back with the right foot into plank. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. See how relaxing this down dog is. Full cycle of the breath. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. You can practice ujjayi breathing, inhaling through the throat, exhale through the throat. It feels so good when you do the ujjayi breathing. Okay, left side, left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Step inside your left hand. So rather than doing warrior one on the left side, normally we do warrior one. Keep the heel on the mat, twist on the pigeon toes into warrior one. But here we're going to do high lunge. Keep the heel above the toes, front knee bent, coming into high lunge. On the left side, front knee bent, back leg straight. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. As you maintain this high lunge, you're going to interlock your hands behind your back, extend your elbows as you bring your shoulder blades together. Prepare to do humble warrior here in the high lunge. Fold forward until you can bring forehead towards your big toe. Open up your left hip. Bring your left shoulder inside your left knee. Shoot your arms to the ceiling and back to the high lunge. And prepare to do vinyasa. Step back with the left foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. So good. This is the last down dog. In this moon salutation, we full cycle of breath. Couple of cycles of breath. Look between your hands, step forward or walk forward, or jump forward into Ardha Uttanasana, into Uttanasana, and then finally back to the chair pose. Hands to the heart, Close your eyes. Back to sitting. Observe your breath. Observe the observed. What is observing and what is being observed is one and the same, ultimately. Well, that takes a lot of practice. And most of the times you feel separation. What you're experiencing is different from who is experiencing. When you have the separation, you may feel some of these experiences are painful, some of these are pleasurable. As a yogi, you feel in that neutrality so that you may experience both with the same spirit. And you have ultimately no separation. But yet you do have that unique perception, the distinction. You're not losing the perception, you're not losing the distinction, yet you experience both in the same spiritual level. Okay, last time, sun salutation B, palms to the heart, or moon salutation B. Ekam, chair pose. Dvi, exhale. Uttanasana. Trini, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Chatwari, walk back or jump back into plank or push into chaturanga. Pancha, inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. You're going to do the left side first and then the right. So you're going to lift the left leg up to the sky. Step inside your left hand. Coming into high lunge on the left side first. Keep the heel above the toes of the back foot. And you can do humble warrior. You can interlock your hands. Keep the front knee bent. Bring your shoulder blades together as you extend your elbows. And then slowly with control, reach forward, fold forward, as if you're going to touch the big toe to the left leg big toe. Back to the high lunge. And then switch. Vinyasa, palms on the mat, step back with the left foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. So we're going to prepare to do the right side. Full cycle of a breath. Right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right hand. Prepare to do lunge on the right side. High lunge on the right side. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Interlock your hands behind. You can bring your shoulder blades together. Extend the elbows behind your back. Take a deep inhale, arch your spine. And then reach forward on your exhale into the humble warrior, into the forehead towards the big toe. Back to high lunge as you balance. And vinyasa. One more time, step back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This is the last down dog. In the last time, we are doing moon salutation B. Full cycle of a breath. Do you think moon salutations will be easier than the sun salutation? They are not. They are equally intense. Fully inhale, fully exhale. The moon is just nothing but the reflection of the sun. This is a reflection of the light from the sun. So why would it be any different? Yes, it is some gentle, some coolness in the moon, but it is ultimately the same light. The same illumination, the same sattvic nature, and the sun salutations are the moon salutations. The same activity, rajasic nature, and the same overcoming of the tamasic nature. So whenever you're ready, step forward, walk forward. Ardha Uttanasana and Uttanasana. Back to the chair pose. Palms to the heart. And Samasthiti. Hopefully you're all doing well. Continue with a few more asanas. This time we can probably do like a warrior sequence, maybe one leg balancing. Those are some of my favorite ones. And it's a great way to, if you're maybe getting, you need a break here, this place, rest, close your eyes. So now this time we're going to stand and separate legs on each separate railroad track. Legs hip distance apart at the front of the mat. I'm turning to the side, but you don't have to. You can still looking towards the TV. Now keep the right leg in the front. Step back with the left foot into warrior one. Now this time is really warrior one. Keep the toes turned to pigeon toes. The left leg is still on the left railroad track. That means the legs are still hip distance apart. Hips are squared, shoulders are squared, front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Take a deep inhale. Now as you exhale, slowly stand on the right foot and then lift the left leg up into one leg balancing pose into flying warrior. The spine and the left leg is in a straight line. You're balancing. Maybe you're wavering, but use your arms like wings. Feel the turbulence under the wings. Keep lifting the left leg up, spine and the left leg in a straight line. And enjoy this flying warrior. And then whenever you're ready, palms to the heart. As you maintain the balance on the right leg, keep the spine and the left leg is in a straight line. See if you can extend both arms forward into warrior three. Maintain the balance there. If it is too challenging, you can always come back to flying warrior. If the warrior three is too challenging, you can always come back to flying warrior. If it is too difficult to balance, even on the flying warrior, keep the right hand on the mat, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. This is much easier than the flying warrior or the warrior three, because you have a hand on the block. You're not keeping all the weight on the block, just keeping the spine and the left leg in a straight line. And when you're ready, lower the left leg all the way down, but this time landing on the right railroad track. Now the both legs are on the same railroad track, you're coming into warrior two. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Right palm up, coming into the reverse warrior. Still keep the right knee bent. And then whenever you're ready, back to warrior two. This time, you can straighten the leg. Let's finish off with the triangle pose. Reach forward, and then lift, bring the right hand towards the ground, but no weight on the right hand touching the block. Keep hips aligned, shoulders aligned. You glue to the wall behind you. Look up to the sky. Very nice. If you like to wrap your left arm behind, you can always wrap your left hand behind your back. You can also bend the front knee, becomes the extended side angle. Your choice. Back to the triangle, and back to pyramid pose. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Turn your right toes in. We're going to do the same thing. Just make sure you do the counter pose before we switch. Push into the forward bend. Push your hips forward and deepen the back bend. So when you're ready, you're going to turn to the other side. So basically, you're keeping the left leg on the left railroad track, right leg on the right railroad track. So back to the where you began. But this time, you're going to step back with the right foot rather than the left foot. So keep the right leg still on the right railroad track, front knee bent, back leg straight. Warrior one on the left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Whenever you're ready, shift the weight to the left leg
Completely lift the right leg up into flying warrior. Only with balancing pose, keep the spine and the right leg is in a straight line. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is the flying warrior. As you're balancing, maybe your wings are wavering, maybe you feel the wind underneath your wings, but it's still balanced on the one leg only. The spine and the right leg is in a straight line. Palms in Anjali Mudra, extend your arms into warrior three. If you lose balance, you can always use support. And if that, sometimes maybe one side is hard, back to the flying warrior. And from here, you can always go into the, without keeping the leg down, you can always use the block and use the Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. Stabilize your pose. Spine and the right leg is in a straight line. No weight on the hand on the block. Into the half moon pose. And when you're ready, lower the right leg down all the way onto the same railroad track and come into warrior two. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Turn your left palm up, reverse warrior. Still keep the left knee bent. Back to warrior two. This time we can straighten the leg, coming into the triangle pose. So slowly reach forward. Left hand comes towards the block as you can bring the right hand up. Shoulders aligned, arms aligned. Entire body is glued to the lower back or wall behind the wall behind you. Inhalations, exhalations. Normalize your breath. Normalize your heartbeat, breath rate, pulse rate. Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalation. You can always wrap your right hand behind your back as you keep opening up your heart. Right shoulder above the left. You can always also bend your left knee, extend your side angle. Again, back to the side angle, back to the triangle, and slowly come up. Both feet in. And that's probably one of the last standing asana sequence we will do today. So back to the child's pose. Just for a second, sit in Vajrasana. You can keep your right hand on your left palm, touching your thumbs. This is called Dhyana Mudra. You can close your eyes. This is one of the most famous poster for martial artists, Shaolin monks who meditate in this Vajrasana, warrior pose like this, sitting warrior pose. Who meditate in this pose for a long time. Even during meditation, your inner consciousness is so sharp. You observe every breath. You observe every thought, every sensual experience. Your focus, integration of your senses becomes so sharp in the meditation. Ultimately, you feel that oneness between the Prakriti, the nature, and the experiencer, Purusha. During the meditation. All the asanas we did was just to bring our state of mind to a point where we can actually sit quietly and meditate quietly. It's not just the circus we did, it's just the disciplining our body so that our mind can focus.
So whenever you're ready, you can do a couple of inversions and then some back bends and some inversions, and then we finally take Shavasana after that. So let's do some back bends. Lie down on your tummy. Put it on the mat. Open up your arms like wings attached. Keep your toes on the mat. On your next inhale, keep the lower body on the mat. Just lift the upper body up into upper body up. And when you think you're ready, then you can lift the lower body up into Shalabhasana. Once you're here, use your back strength. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Engage your legs, point your toes, lift the thighs up, legs up, chest up, thighs up, hips up, everything up except your belly. Release. Turn your head to one side and rest in the Makrasana. So the key thing is when you do these back bends, when you're in the posture, you need to continue to inhale, continue to exhale. So you don't get out of breath like I do. Okay, next one. Bend your knees. You can hold on to the ankle from outside. Trying to keep the knees closer to each other. They don't have to touch. Closer to each other. Use your arms like strings attached on both ends of the bow. Take a deep inhale and then exhale. Next time when you inhale, kick your legs into your arms. Lift your entire body up into Dhanurasana. Both walks. Once you're here, continue to inhale, continue to exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, release. Turn your head to the opposite side and rest. After that, we will do a gentle back bend. Just forearms on the mat, parallel to each other, coming into Sphinx. Relax your shoulder muscles. This is a lot easier than the Cobra because your entire weight is on your forearms. And make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And when you think you want to do full Cobra, keep the palms where they are. Just go, use your back strength as you come up into full Cobra, but lower your shoulders down. Do not lift your shoulders up. Just use your back strength, lower back muscles as you come up. And don't tighten up your shoulders, lower your shoulders down, relax your shoulders. Just use your back strength. Continue to inhale, continue to exhale. Those who like to continue to stay in Sphinx, you can do Sphinx. It's much more gentle pose. So whenever you're ready, you can turn your back on your back and then do a couple of back bends. No inversions, maybe. So you can lower, turn your behind. You can use a block if you need to. Bend your knees. Like in Shivananda Pranaya. The spine touching the mat. Continue to inhale. Continue to exhale. Slowly lift your hips high, support your back with your block underneath into the bow, like a bridge, kind of like a bridge. You're supporting the bridge with your block underneath. Those who do not have a block, you can support the bridge with your elbows underneath. That's also possible. Just make sure your heart is higher than the brain. Allow the gravity to circulate the blood to the brain. Lift your heart towards your chin.
Neck is flat on the mat, no weight on the neck and the head. If you do not have a block, like I said, you can always support. Actually, it's even better if you lift your hips even a little bit more higher with the support of the elbows underneath. And you can lift one leg up. You lift the opposite leg up. You can also lift both legs up. Or you can go into shoulder stand, your choice. Just be careful, mindful when you go into shoulder stand. There will no weight shifts to the neck and the head. You have to make sure the spine and the legs are in a straight line right above the shoulder. So your choice, if you want to do shoulder stand, or you just simply enjoy the bridge, or simply enjoy the legs up the wall, your choice. And slowly, you can lower the hips down, completely to the ground, and slowly, let's do one last counter pose, Matsyasana, and then take a Shavasana after that. So the Matsyasana goes this way. Lift your hips, slide your palms underneath your hips, lower the hips onto your palms facing down, extend your legs, and slowly, with supporting your body weight on your elbows, keep the lower body on the mat. Arch your upper body like a fish diving backwards. Keep the head close to the mat, but no weight slips to the head. Open up your throat, arch your upper back, open up your down, opening up the throat chakra. Keeping the lower body on the mat. And when you're ready, slowly rest on the mat. And take it forward to our mat, heels in, toes out, palms facing down. Close your eyes. Observe your consciousness, your mind, your thought. Consciousness is nothing but a stream of thoughts. Just as if the waves in the ocean never stop, the thoughts in your mind never stop as well. There's no need to fight it, no need to resist, to observe them, one thought after the other. Try to string these thoughts. Do not try to make a mental movie. Just observe each thought individually. Do not make any effort in connecting these thoughts. Observe them slowly until they dissipate on their own. Like sometimes when you see a clear lake, when the waves subside, it becomes a clear lake. And when the lake is clear, you can see the bottom of the lake as the rays of light passes through. That's what happens when you meditate, when you rest. The mind becomes so calm, so distilled, so pure, like that clear lake. Ultimately, those waves subside on their own. You don't need to make any effort. When you see that kind of a clear mind, then you can look through deep within, inside your consciousness, inside your mind. Just like you can see through the clear lake, you can see through the clear mind. And you will only can accomplish this clear mind in meditation because your quiet, your mind is quiet. It's just like the lake is clear and quiet. That's when you can see through it. That's when your experience becomes so sharp. Ultimately, you become free and liberated. So whenever you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the body. Slowly wiggle your fingers, bring your movement to the body. Slowly hug your knees to the chest. You can rock your body, roll your body to the left side, like a baby in the mother's womb. And with support of one hand, slowly sit up.
And that almost concludes your practice. You can sit comfortably on a blanket and we can begin to slowly coming into dhyana meditation. And we finally end the practice with a closing prayer. Sit quietly. And this is dhyana mudra, touching index finger and thumb. You can sit in dhyana mudra, or you can also sit in dhyana mudra or jnana mudra. This is jnana mudra. Jnana is knowledge, illumination. Dhyana is like meditation, like a one palm overlapping on top of the other, thumbs are touching. So you choose what you like to do, how you like to sit in a meditative pose. Close your eyes. Slow deep inhalations, slow deep exhalations. Swasti Prajavyaya Paripalayantiya Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisham Om Go Brahmanebhyaya Swamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace in the surroundings, peace in the universe. Arms into Anjali Mudra, bow down to yourself, bow down to each and every one of you who are practicing with us. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week and hope to see you maybe Saturday morning in our practice. And, I still need to post upcoming yoga events, international yoga events next year. We have 4 major international yoga events coming up next year. Just like every year, these are the minimum international, four more most important is international events. One is starting with the VIEW conference, Vivekananda International East-West Yoga Conference on Saturday, January 16th, exactly a month from today, in celebration of birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, who brought yoga and the Vedanta to the United States. So that is the first major international yoga event we will host. This time we will host it via Zoom. It's a virtual event, but it will be fun. A lot of fun. We will have similar setup of inviting spiritual monks from multiple spiritual organizations, and we begin to celebration of a VIEW conference and starting at 8:30 in the morning. I will share more details on the Facebook page and the HTGC Yoga Facebook page and the WhatsApp groups. So keep looking for that information. So hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Namaste. Thank you.